Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to the 23-24 Newport High School Athletic Banquet. If you would, please stand. We're going to start with the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with justice for all. At this time, we're going to bring up Mr. Benny Reynolds to lead us in prayer and bless the food. And then he'll have some instructions for you.
Let us pray. Most gracious Heavenly Father, we just come to here tonight. Father, we just thank you for the sovereign God that you are. Father, we thank you for the blessings that you give us every single day, the mercy and the grace. And most of all, we thank you for your Son, our Savior, Jesus Christ. Father, I lift up every heart here. I pray that you will guide them according to your will and not their own. We just thank you for the athletes that are here, Father, the gift that you give them, the athletic ability, their parents. Father, we do thank you for the food that we're about to receive. We just pray that you'll bless it, nourish our body. Forgive us of our sins when we fail you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
All right, we're going to get started now. Welcome to the 2023-24 Newport Greyhound Athletic Banquet. Go ahead, you can get excited over there. It's okay. Woo! I heard somebody get excited over there. I believe it's the 31st year that Mr. David Black has covered the banquet, but I know it goes back farther than that as far as a Greyhound tradition. All right. So we're not wasting too much of your time. We're going to get started in our programs. We're starting off with the boys and girls track. Unfortunately, they're not all here, but the good news is because they qualified for state. A few of them did make it back. So I'm going to go ahead and announce the all-conference, and I will announce the outstanding senior at the end of that. If you are here, go ahead and come on up. We're going to get a picture and get your certificates. And if they're not here, we'll just have to catch up on them later. All right, all-conference. Antonia Davis. I'm just going to see here. Demarai Houston. She make it back? No. Aubrey Burns. Brooklyn Cox. Jalacia Gordon. Okay, we got one here. There we go. We finally got one. We got to take her. Stay here. I know we got a couple of the boys. If you'll stay up here a while, I'll take a picture with you. Stand here and enjoy that. All right, Jalacia. Sydney Walker. She here. Did I already say Talasia Brown? We will make sure they get them. And I believe y'all will be returning every team member. I don't even think we had any senior girls this year, did we, on the track team? They did a great job qualifying for state, did a great job at conference, and they are returning the entire team. Coach Morris and Coach Goforth couldn't be here to speak upon them about this, but we're excited about next year. The boys team, we better not leave them out. We also had Carson Austin. Tyler Ridley. Kyrie Green, who actually smoked everybody at district. And he's probably still there also. Tyler and Carson got a ride home with Carson's daddy here, and we're able to make it back. So, again, with the boys, I believe they had one senior. Let me grab that plaque real quick. So the outstanding senior for boys track this year is David Slyman, and I don't know if he made it back yet or not either. But we're going to give him a little love either way. We're going to miss him, but the boys are also returning everybody but one senior, so future's bright. Everybody give these guys an applause right here. We'll take a picture and move on. All right, we're going to move on to tennis. We had no males that participated this year, but we did have one female. Our outstanding senior tennis player is Kaylee Cox. And she is here. There we go. Sergeant Johnson, you here? You want to do the, yes, sir, here he comes. I'll let him take over for the rifle team.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Seniors, if you could go ahead and move forward while we don't kill any time here. Welcome. Glad you guys are doing this and sponsoring us again for the 31st plus year. And appreciate you family members being out supporting these students and our ROTC cadets for their efforts that they've done this year. Seniors, please come forward. ROTC rifle team. Tonight's award is going to be going, the senior award will be going to Kiana Johnson. She's our senior. She shot the highest of all the seniors all year long. If you're not aware, Kiana's decided to join the ranks of the United States Army. She's in Memphis right now at the MEPS. She just finished taking her score or test to decide her career that she's going to go into, and then she'll be shipping off shortly after graduation. So we've got several that are not here tonight. Dawson, Ashlyn, and Miranda. And again, Kiana's not here tonight, but up here in front of us, you've got Blaine Shannon, Audra King, and James Ashby. They've done an outstanding job this year representing your school. Just so you know that Blaine and Audra were on the team with Lily Jungers and Kiana Johnson that won the state championship for the precision class rifle match this year that Newport hosts. Our sporter team, they took runner-up this year for the state. And I tried to articulate this when we spoke before the school board, but us being a 3A high school, your students for the rifle team compete against 6A class schools all the way down to 1A. So it's pretty remarkable that Greyhound Newport 3A school beat 6A school Northside this year. So. And on behalf of the rifle team, we just thank Newport School District, the administrators, principals, teachers that basically have helped us through the year, because we definitely could not have been here without that support, pushing students to achieving their academics. So we thank you for that.
All right, Trey's going to do esports now.
So I'm the head coach of esports. For those who don't know what esports is, esports stands for electronic sports. We do competitive gaming with different genres of games between Madden, Rocket League, Mario Kart, Smash Bros. We've been doing this for 4 years now, and every year we have managed to make it to the playoffs, which I'm very proud of our kids for. If I can get my seniors up here, Aiden Timms, Michael Wren, Bryson Elston, Aiden Hurst, David Griffin, and Xavier Lemons. Our outstanding senior award is going to go to Michael Wren. He managed to go to the playoffs in 5 different games every year. This for you, bud.
All right, Keely Curtis is going to come up here for softball.
All right, to keep things going with softball, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to call each of my players up. I see most of them out there, but when I call your name, ladies, please stand up so we can recognize you. Starting off with Keely Henderson. Ladies, please stand. Just stand up. Olivia Hagewood. Michaela Gist. Katie Nation. Lexi Hembry. Madeline Stanfield. Gracie McGuire. Madison Lovelady. Lily Ramirez. And Eliza Rodriguez. All right, thank you, ladies. You can have a seat. All right, to give a recap of our season, we kind of had a challenging season this year. We graduated several starters last year. We battled low numbers, injury, and a few other obstacles. Sorry. I'm very proud of the ladies you just saw standing. They showed a lot of toughness, a lot of grit to make it through the season. In every game, they got better. They stayed through the course, stuck it out, and they improved each game, every inning, every pitch. By the end of our season, we started playing really great ball. We finished tied 5th in a really strong conference. We won our first game of district against Cave City, and the second game we gave Walnut Ridge, who was hosting the tournament. We gave them everything they wanted and more. Came up a little short and lost 2-0. The end of our season, we finished on a positive note. We ended 4-1. We're playing our best ball. Our girls had improved leaps and bounds defensively, offensively, and as teammates overall. I'm really proud of them. All right, just to go over some individual highlighted stats, I'd like to highlight our ace on the circle, McKaylee. Does that mean? Do I need to, like, stay back? Does that mean? Oh, is it done? Oh, okay. Okay. So to highlight McKaylee, can y'all hear me? Kind of? Okay. She finished her high school career with 593 strikeouts, which is very rarely done. In the batter's box this season, she collected 17 hits, 15 RBIs, and 7 doubles.
His is still working for the TV, though.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I got you, Mr. David. 3 triples, 2 home runs, and drew several intentional walks. She was my leader, and she's a fierce competitor. I'd like to highlight Grayson McGuire. She did an outstanding job catching for us this season. She threw out 6 runners at the plate. She had a 500 on base percentage, racked up 20 hits, 5 triples, 4 home runs. She's an outstanding player and a great kid. Lastly, I'd like to shout out Lexi Hembry for all she's done for me this year. She stepped in and pitched some tough games. And on defense and center field, she was incredible for us and at the plate as well. So great job, kid. So I'm not allowed to share my all-conference and all-state until the state tournament is finished, and some people are still playing ball. So I'll announce that. Be looking for that on the school website, and on social media. We'll be excited to announce those selections in a couple weeks. To finish, I'd like to have my 4 seniors come up and join me. McKaylee, Katie, Olivia, and Keely. You girls come on up. And I'd like to present our Outstanding Senior Award to a kid who deserves everything and more, Miss McKaylee Gist. Real quick before I be quiet, the girls and I would like to present a special fan token of appreciation we have. We'd like to give this to Mr. Mike Turner for all his support and dedication for the Greyhounds this year. Thank you, Mr. Mike and Miss Ann.
All right, Miss Audra Lovelady's going to come talk about cheer now. Come on up.
Hi, I'm Audra Lovelady. This is my 2nd year to coach high school cheer, and just bear with me because I'm going to do a big recap of our season, and we cheer a lot, so there's a lot to say. To run a program like this, it takes a lot of support. It's definitely all started with the best sponsors in the world, in my opinion, with Miss Terry Strope and Miss Pat Brown back in the day. They knew how to run this cheer program, and they set that bar extremely high. I will forever be grateful for the experiences with them. I mean, Pat Brown, 3 state championships, 1 runner-up in her 4 years. I mean, you can't hardly beat that. It's amazing. And she left some really big shoes to fill. I want to thank our administration, our athletic directors, and our superintendent for allowing us to build this program here at Newport. In just 2 years, our squads, our junior high and our high school, have grown from about 17 cheerleaders to about 40 athletes. And if you're not aware, NHS and NJHS cheer are soon going to have a new home. The multi-sport complex on Malcolm is nearing its completion, and we cannot wait to get into this facility. This facility will help elevate our program to the next level, and we're super excited, and we cannot thank the school enough for allowing us that opportunity. I also need to thank Lauren Sampson. We got to cheer together in high school, and this has been such an awesome experience to get to coach alongside Lauren as she does our junior high cheerleaders. Lauren's amazing, and I can't thank her enough for all of her support. For our year in a recap, our season started out at our summer camp at A-State in Jonesboro. And we started this season with 14 girls, and I have to say 7 of them were new to competition. So half of my squad was pretty much brand new this year and starting in competition style. So we had a lot to learn at camp, and these girls did just that. So we spent about 4 days learning new materials, stunts, dances, building our team for next year or for the year. The squad received a blue ribbon for final evaluation. We were recognized for outstanding motions, showmanship, received a spirit stick, and a bid to nationals. 4 of our girls participated in a Top Gun jump competition. That's where you perform 5 consecutive jumps in a row. It's not easy. That was Keely Henderson, Brandasia Hickman, Madison Lovelady, and Layla Wakefield. Then the squad also had 5 girls nominated for All-American Cheerleader, which is the top honor, individual honor at camp. That was Olivia Hagwood, Keely Henderson, Madison Lovelady, Bianca Gonzalez, and Layla Wakefield. Of that group, Madison Lovelady and Layla Wakefield were selected as All-American Cheerleaders. Congratulations. We also had Destiny Underwood, who received the Pennant Forward recipient for displaying the overall characteristics of a cheerleader. So congratulations, Destiny. Our season continued along with preparing for all things Greyhound football. So the team spends countless hours learning dances, cheers, chants, making run-throughs, and cheering on those Greyhounds. And while football season's going on, we're double dipping because we start our competition season as well. So our competition season, we compete in 3A and 4A game days. So we are competing against 3A schools as well as 4A schools, with some squads being like in the numbers of 40. So we have a lot of competition at these. Our girls competed at 4 local competitions. We placed in each competition and improved throughout the season. The highlight was winning the Jonesboro competition for 3A, 4A game day, where we also received Best Cheer. We had the highest prelim score that day for any high school squad competing. And just remember, we did that with half of a brand new squad. So I can't say that I'm so proud of this team. And for those of you that attended the ball knob competition, I'm pretty sure we won that too, even though we don't have the trophy to show it. And yes, I'm still salty about that one. Our ladies then traveled to the state championship in Hot Springs. Newport competed against almost 30 teams there. Newport High School had its best finish to date in just the 3 years that they've been competing in game day. We finished 16th overall with a 12th in fight song. It's the best that I've seen that team compete, and I could not be more proud of them or their hard work and dedication. Our season doesn't stop there, of course. We transition into basketball, cheering on the basketball team, preparing, doing halftime routines, learning new basketball chants, all of that. When basketball season finally came to an end, it really hit me. Parents of this team, please don't think I forgot you. I think I'm the only coach that could stand up here today and say, I did not receive one complaint all year, not one. You might have said it behind me, but you never called and complained nor talked to the athletic directors, and I cannot express to you what a joy it has been to coach your daughters. This team is special. This group was special, and I mean, that just doesn't happen in a season where you just don't have any problems. I mean, what an accomplishment that is just in itself. So thank you, parents, for entrusting me with your girls. I love them dearly. At this time, I would like to recognize our all-state cheerleaders. So if Miss Layla Wakefield will please join me. If you have not met Layla or gotten to see her do her thing, you have really missed out. She is a powerhouse in this sport, and I have no doubts that we're going to see this young lady at the next level after her senior year if she so chooses. So congratulations, Layla. To my seniors, what a group and what a ride. You will always hold a very special place in my heart. I've loved every minute with you. So we all come up. We're going to start with Sakaya. Sakaya has the best energy, biggest personality you will ever meet. She had never cheered. This was her very first year. You make everyone smile that you're around. I'm a better person because I know you. So thank you for joining us this year. I appreciate it. McKaylee Giss was also a first-year cheerleader. She's known all around the state for her softball, but girl, that's not your only talent. You cheered a heck of a year. I mean, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. You did a great job, and you just jumped right in. I am currently cheering for you, and I will always be cheering for you. Olivia, she's always down for a fun day, and she will always bring a smile to your face. We would do a lot of dress-up days, and I could always count on this one to be best dressed and always making us laugh and smile. You made cheer fun. Thank you for all of your hard work. Keely, you made me cry at camp. She stepped out of her comfort zone, did things that every year she's wanted to do, and she just couldn't do it, but her senior year, she did it. I was so proud of her. You got me again at homecoming. I've loved coaching you, and I cannot wait to see what's in store for you. Madison Mahan, your dedication to our sport and this team does not go unnoticed. You put the team first every single day. You have stepped out of your comfort zone every time you were needed to. I've absolutely loved watching you grow as a person and in this sport. Thank you for the memories and allowing me to coach you. Our Outstanding Cheer Award goes to Madison Mahan. Thank you.
All right, next up, Miss Allie Edwards, come on down.
Okay, I need all of my volleyball team for high school to go ahead and stand up here with me, because if I get to stand up here, you do too. So come on. Come on. Come on, Dia. Well, first off, I wouldn't be able to talk about these girls if it wasn't for them, so I felt like they needed to be up here with me. This has been a great year and an awesome year for improvement for our Greyhound volleyball team, and I've been absolutely so blessed to have gotten to love and know each of these girls this past season. We were runner-up in conference, which is a total improvement from last year when we were 6th in conference, so I think they deserve a round of applause for that. I just want to congratulate each of these young ladies standing before you. They spent so much time working out all summer, coming to practices, playing JO, playing beach volleyball. They've grown and learned so much and now are preparing for the upcoming season, for most of them, except for a few. One award I'm excited to give tonight is Madison Daniels. She was our all-conference player, one of our all-conference players this year. She actually battled through an injury late in the season, and it was actually awesome that she got to battle through. And she actually played for our last game of the season. She pushed through, and I think she may have even came back a little bit early from her injury, so she deserves a big applause for that. Okay, while some are obviously preparing for our upcoming season, three of these ladies are about to embark on a new adventure and going to college. Leah Walton, Olivia Haywood, and Keely Henderson, would you step forward, please? Leah has been the absolute best manager in the whole entire world. She literally did everything for us. She took stats, she did water, she did anything that any of these other girls needed for her to do, and we are so grateful for her. And she even went to some 7th grade volleyball tournaments, and I don't know if anybody's ever watched volleyball, but 7th grade is sometimes not super, super fun, so she was a big trooper. I'm very proud of her. Keely Henderson, we have been so blessed to have you play for us this year. You were pushed to play a few different positions and took every one of them head on and played your butt off this year. I just want to say thank you for your hard work. Keely will be attending ASU in the fall, and she is receiving an all-conference award and was selected to play in the All-Star game. last but not least is Olivia Hagewood. It has been a blessing coaching this child. She will be attending the U of A in the fall. We loved her competitiveness for this season. She was such a team player. We just hope that she continues to spread her spirit with whoever she is with. She ended the season on a very good note and has had many academic accomplishments as well. Olivia will also add another accomplishment tonight as she is our outstanding senior of the year. With that being said, I want to congratulate all these girls again. Thank you for all your hard work, and I hope you continue to work hard and play hard. Go Hounds.
You're next. Coach Natalie Martin will talk about some golf right now. Take over.
All right, would my golf team please stand, boys and girls? All right. I have Reese Kiefner, Alex Sharady, Jake Keedy, Ty Nicholson, Sam Doyle, Jack Sampson, Lucas Salinas, and the girls Madison Mahan, Isabella Delcase, Layla Lindsay, Madison Lovelady, and Bailey Stokes. Y'all can sit. Give them a round of applause. I would like to thank the Newport Country Club, also administration, the Booster Club, parents, and my family. We had a great season. The boys golf team won first place 3 times this year, with Reese Kiefner got top medalist 3 times. Jack Sampson got it 1 time, and Jake Keedy also got top medalist once. Jake Keedy also got an eagle on hole number 8 at the Truman Golf Course, which is awesome. I was at the other hole. I heard somebody yelled. I was like, "Ah!" It's pretty awesome. Reese Kiefner has had 2 state appearances during his high school career. Jack Sampson has had 2 state appearances, and Jake Keedy has had 3 state appearances. The girls golf team won first place 2 times this year, with Isabella Delcase won top medalist 1 time during the season. Madison Lovelady made her first appearance at state this year. With my all-conference, when I call your name, please come to the front. Madison Lovelady, Reese Kiefner, Jack Sampson, and Jake Keedy. Okay. Oh, that's football. Okay. Oh, I just grabbed everything. I didn't realize they were.
Just
take one of them. Take your name. Jake. Jack. And give these guys a round of applause. Also, these guys and girl got all state. Madison Lovelady, Reese Kiefner, Jack Sampson, and Jake Keedy. Give these guys a round of applause. Take y'all's picture. And Reese, you might as well just stand up here. Oh, you want me? Okay. My seniors, please come to the front. Reese Kiefner, Alex Sharady, and Madison Mahan. So, Alex, I am so happy that you came out this year and played. You are so funny and kind. You always have a smile on your face, and your manners are awesome. I got compliments on his manners almost to every match we went. So I'm so proud. Thank you for that. I enjoyed coaching you this year, and good luck at U of A. Awesome. I know you'll do great things. Reese has signed to continue his golf career at Corrales Ridge College. There has not been a golfer that has signed at NHS since Jeff Tapp in 1993. I know you'll do great things. Your dedication is seen daily, and you have a great heart. I know whatever you put your mind to, you will be accomplished. The Senior Boy Award goes to Reese Kiefner. Take a picture. Madison, I've known you since you were little. You have grown to be a wonderful young lady. I was so excited when you decided to play golf this year. The work that you put into your sport shows that you can do anything. It was great to see you in your action. Senior award goes to Madison Mahan. All right, thank you guys.
All right, next up, Coach Nathan McCarville will be talking a little baseball. Doesn't have any seniors this year, so that's good for the future. And he's still rocking and rolling. They're still playing right now, but I'll let him brag on them a little bit more for you.
First and foremost, thanks to everybody for coming tonight. I got fortunate enough this year to get an assistant that really has changed a lot for our program and helped out a whole bunch, Garrett Schaefer. We couldn't do it without him. I'd also like to thank my wife for putting up with me during baseball season. It's hard, I know it is. With that being said, back on the boys, we had 6 wins last year total. We are currently 14-11. We have over doubled. We have over doubled our wins, and we're 9-5 in conference. Finished 3 in the conference. We've also beat Tuckerman 4 times in a row, 3 this year. We got the bone back. Officially got the bone back. It's sitting in my classroom. I wish I would have brought it. Couple of stats for this year. Ryan, I'm still sorry about this. Ryan had a no-hitter going into the 5th inning, and I didn't know it, and I pulled him out. But Ty came in and finished it off, so we had a combined no-hitter today. Ryan Bergen and Ty Nicholson finished a no-hitter. Ethan Norris, okay. Ethan Norris set a AAA state baseball record this year with 2 grand slams in 1 game. Tied with 2 other people, so that's awesome. We're always happy about that. Again, we're still playing. We are fortunate enough to have beaten Tuckerman to go to the regionals. So we play that Thursday at 5:30 at Rivercrest. The guys that are going to represent the Newport Baseball Hounds are sitting over here. Guys, stand up. I can't begin to tell you how proud we are of the turnaround, the effort, the time, and the putting up with Coach Schaefer and I, and going through a little tough love to get a whole lot better. They've gelled as a team. We've played really extremely well. We've also played bad, but we've also bounced back. Again, the improvement we made from last year to this year is unbelievable. The best thing about it is we don't have a senior. So we're going to get even better next year and be even more competitive next year and look for bigger and better things. I'd also like to thank Admin Booster Club, athletic directors, parents, teachers putting up with us getting in and out of class, grandparents, anybody that's come to the game. Johnny, thank you very much for what you do out there. I don't have to chalk a line. I don't have to rake the mound. I don't have to. Basically, I show up and coach. He takes care of everything else. Give him a round of applause. And I promise I'm almost done. I'd like to thank Calvin and Celia for taking care of the transportation, making sure we always have a bus to go when we need it. And one more thing, I'd like to thank everybody who donated for our fundraiser. That was huge. We raised over a little over $8,000 this year. Last thing, we're extremely excited about the new facility that's just about to open up, we think. Getting closer every day. I got to walk through it today, and it's unbelievable. The turf, the cheer and dance side, we're just waiting on the cages. It's state-of-the-art facility. It looks really, really good. If you get a chance, go by and look at it. Last thing, go Hounds.
All right, so what I heard was we're not going to lose to Tuckerman next year, and he's going to double the wins from this year. That might equal a state championship. And with what he's got coming back and some young ones he's adding, I don't doubt that's a possibility. Okay, coming up next, pull a little double duty this year. We got Coach McKee and Coach Lewis going to talk basketball.
All right, hey, I ain't got no feel-good stories for you. I'll be honest with you, I ain't that type of person. But I will tell you this. Our girls this year got better tremendously. throughout the year. Every time we played somebody, second game was better than the first. People didn't know really what to get out of us throughout the year. We always got commented on how hard our girls played, different than the past, okay, and just how much we enjoyed each other. We had no issues, and I want to say something real quick about cheer. I was another coach this year that did not have one parent meeting, did not have one phone call, did not have one text from any parent all season long. And every single one of y'all know that I'm pretty crazy. And I've never, and I'm only in this 4 years, but in my 4 years, I've never been somewhere where I've enjoyed it. I won the least this year, but I enjoyed it the most just because the parents were awesome. So I thank you for that. I think our community, I know that sometimes it was tough to watch this year. Our conference in girls was absolutely loaded. Our conference in girls this year went to regionals and went 4-0. And our boys conference this year went to regionals and went 0-4. And so that switches next year. The girls conference gets a lot worse. The boys conference is going to be loaded next year. We're going to probably the toughest 3A conference there is in boys. And I'm excited for our girls to get to compete, hopefully a little bit better. And I'm hoping our boys compete a lot better as well. We only had one senior on the senior high girls team this year. It was Leila Henderson. She came in, and I know she's not here, is she? Leila Henderson, are you here? Okay. Leila came in, worked hard just like all the other girls, kind of led our team, and she was one. She averaged a few points a game. The senior high girls they're not going to lose a whole lot next year. All we lose, obviously, is that one senior, and so they should be a lot better next year. They should, obviously, in that new conference, should compete a lot better, and should really be able to be a team that's fun to watch. So my outstanding senior, we only had one senior for boys and girls, and so outstanding senior for basketball goes to Leila Henderson. I know she ain't here. And we too, in girls basketball this year beat Tuckman, and that was kind of the turning point, I think, in our year. We should have beat them twice. First time I screwed up majorly, and I told them, I said, we're going to beat them the second time, and we did in overtime. Aubrey Burns goes in overtime, hits like 3 or 4 threes in a row. Aubrey Burns, everybody. But we had a lot of fun this year. Moving on to the – and by the way, I had an all-conference this year. Is Nia Davis here? She's not here either. I know she's a track meet too, wasn't she? Okay, so Nia Davis, she was our all-conference selection for girls basketball this year. All right, moving on to the senior high boys this year, crazy year. We finished in the year strong. We made do with what we had. I want to talk real quick about the junior high boys this year. They had a season record of 24-4, won district, won conference, won the BB tournament, and they only lost 4 games. 2 of those games come from Valley View and Nettleton. So that's going to be a group that's going to be super exciting to watch here in the next few years. Let's give them a hand. Senior high boys this year. We also we had fun in the district tournament. We got to play a team. Hoxie, we lost to 2 times earlier in the year. Came in that game, scored 98 points. And also, that's a team that played us 2 weeks before that game, and one player on their team scored more points than our whole team. So it was a really good change, a really good jump, and I was proud of those guys with their focus. Our senior on the senior boys team this year was Damari Wren. All right, and then our all-conference selection for senior boys this year was Trace Chatton. There's a couple people I want to thank just real quick. I first want to thank everybody in here. If you know Coach McKee, he's the one that kept me going all year. When I first saw him, I was thinking, this dude ain't going. He's probably in bed by 8 o'clock every night. And then I could call him. I could call Stan at midnight and he'd answer. I was like, Coach, I remember district tournament. I said, dude, we're taking over the boys the last few games. I said, so get ready. You're going to have to step up. You're going to do some film. I said, you may have to take a couple strokes off your golf game. But he stepped up all year. He was with me. I'm super excited. I've recruited him to come back next year. And he's going to help with both boys and girls next year. So that's huge. Another person I want to thank real quick is Brittany. Are you in here? Brittany Wheeler. Okay. Coach Edwards, she lied to all of y'all. Brittany Wheeler is by far the best manager that I've ever had and I've ever known. She's our bit. Oh, she is? Okay. Hey, Brittany Wheeler's at track too. But she was by far our manager. She was kind of my boss. She could tell me, hey, Coach, like if the jerseys weren't done, if something wasn't going on, and I'm not going to lie to you, that's the thing I hate most. And so she took care of all that for us this year. I'm excited. I know a lot of y'all have probably heard I'm moving over to boys. One of the toughest decisions ever. I love those girls to death. But I will tell you this, before we made any decisions, and regardless of what people say on social media, right? Pure crap, by the way. But regardless of what people say on social media, it was a long process. And I don't know if you could be any more excited about bringing Coach Joseph Anders back to Newport. I don't really think we could have had a better hire there. And Coach McKee played a huge role in that, recruiting to get him here. Coach McKee came in my office one morning. I said, Coach McKee, I'm staying with the girls. There's no way I'm going boys right now. And he said, well, Coach, he said, I think I found us a girls coach if we can go after him. And so he did that. And we started talking with Mr. Bradley, admin, things like that. And we started working that out. So I'm super excited about that. We also hired Coach DeMarcus Burks to join us this year. Coach Billingsley, are you in here? Coach B? He's going to help basketball this year, so that's super exciting. So we're excited. Hey, one other thing that I want to say real quick. Last year at this time, when we were going into the summer, we had 11 kids signed up for youth basketball camp, okay? 11 kids. As of I guess last Friday, which was our deadline, and this is a true testament to our elementary admin, our elementary dean of students, our elementary, just everybody over that elementary. You go over there, that office is it's awesome, organized. Those people know what's going on over there. As of Friday, we have 156 kids signed up and paid for youth camp this coming summer. So that's something to get exciting about. But again, thank you all. Thank you for your support. Hey, we hope you come up. We hope you come next year, fill up Greyhound Fieldhouse, and hopefully it's something that can be exciting to watch for all of you. So thank you.
All right, excited to have Coach Lewis stick around. He wasn't kidding. Coach Anders, if you guys don't know, Coach Bradley sent me his resume, and I just said, are you serious? I said, have you already hired him? When you got Arizona State, Mississippi State, San Diego State, I could go on and on and on. Pretty much has spent his entire career as a D1 coach, so we're looking forward to getting him. I think both our programs are in a great space. All right, now it's my time. Football. Our seniors, who's here today? B.J. Elson. I know, B.J., you want to stand up? We got LeBron. Brian, I saw LeBron over here earlier. Did Malik Robinson make it? Malik Robinson? Nope. And Cruz Gomez. I know Cruz said he might have to work, okay? I'll just do a quick recap, then we'll get to the awards. We have a few others to get to. This year was a roller coaster of a season, very small senior class, as you can tell. Last year, I think we had 21 of them lined up right here. When I got here, everybody said, hey, you're going to have a great year this year, but good luck winning a game the next year. And I think we kind of showed them wrong by winning 6 games, going to the second round of playoffs. Favorite win of the year was putting a beat down on Smackover in the playoffs after they kind of kind of motivated us a little extra with some extra controversy. Really enjoyed that win. We had some really good wins. Mercy ruled Osceola, maybe the first time ever. I don't remember. I'm sure we had some times that were pretty close. And that was a big moment in their time. I know these, BJ, y'all could probably correct me on this, but how many games y'all win as a ninth grader? 0. No, that's all right. They won 0 games. No, that's a compliment to the work y'all put in. And now you're a second-round team and you're a 6-win team and could have been 7 or 8-win teams. Not trying to put you down and bragging on your improvement. So that's supposed to be bragging on their improvement if he's taking that wrong. But that is a big deal. You always want to improve. It's great to go 9-0 in junior high, and then you win 5 games. You didn't improve. You went the wrong way. So we're excited about that improvement. Hopefully that'll continue as long as we're here. All right, let's talk about all conference. We had a handful of those. Let me get Antonia Davis, who's got a bunch of them to get when she gets back from track, out of the way here. All right, all conference, y'all go ahead and come up. Money Wren, Luke Reynolds, Antonio Ross, Jack Sampson, Antonio Phillips, Tyler Ridley, Cruz Gomez, I know those on here, and BJ Elston. Get your picture made with these. This is just for all comments. We'll get the seniors up here. He can stay in the picture, though. He's getting nowhere. Money, Tyler, and BJ, why don't you just go and stay up here? We don't want to waste your time. All right. We also had 3 All-State this year. Again, the future is bright. BJ, we love you. LeBron, we love you. Gonna miss y'all. But the rest of these guys that stood up here, as you just saw, are going to be returning next year. So we are excited about that. This year's All-State senior, BJ Elston. Sophomore, Money Wren. Junior, Tyler Ridley. BJ, why don't you hang around, buddy? All right, one more football award here, and then we got some other awards that we're going to hand out. For our outstanding senior football award, this young man, I just went ahead and told him to stay up here. I don't want to waste his time. Signed with Hendrix College recently. Give him a little love on that one to play football. I believe he's 4.0 student. Is that right? If not, he's pretty close. Had a really good ACT score, great character, great young man. I think everybody that knows BJ loves BJ. He is our outstanding senior for 2023-24. Let's talk about next year just a little bit of football, and then we're going to move on. We have a few other awards that kind of encompass everybody. Coach Bradley wanted to make sure I reminded y'all we will be playing Batesville Pioneers again next year at home, week 1. So no pressure there. I believe every coach over here to play football played them and beat them. So we got to keep that. We got to keep that streak alive. Make sure we take care of that. Real exciting. We're also going to play probably the top-ranked 2A in Mark Tree. We signed up Salem is going to be about as good as they were last year. We're in the conference of Rivercrest, Osceola, who rehired their coach who took them to state. So we expect things to go back to normal there. A great Walnut Ridge program. And Hoxie was always great. So we got our hands full, just like Coach Lewis said, in football. We're embracing it. The kids are loving it. Kind of glad to be out of that conference. We belong in this conference. We're excited about next year. All right. We were asked to recognize all the athletes assigned to play for the collegiate level. I know we recognized y'all individually, but anybody, I know Reese, you signed, BJ, McKaylee, anybody else, we all stand up real quick. We're going to give y'all some love. So, any other seniors? I know y'all getting tired of all this, but hey, it's exciting to go on and play college sports. For somebody to want you guys, actually sign you and offer you. I had to walk on because nobody wanted to offer me. Y'all enjoy it, and we wish the best of luck to you all next year, all right? Truth hurts, huh? Okay, is Dallas Neal here for the Steve Rucker Award? All right, the Steve Rucker Award is Dallas. Is Dallas Neal? There he is. Yes, sir. I figured he was here. He's going to present this one for us.
Good evening. All right. This is the Steve Rucker Memorial Scholarship that was founded in memory of Steve Rucker. There was a running back here, one of the great running backs to come out of Newport High School, graduate of 1990. Graduate of 1990 here. Was runner-up in a couple of state championship games against Dollarway back in the day. Numerous awards, All-State, All-Conference, KRK, Player of the Weeks, All-Star Team, many accomplishments of the game he loved, the football. But this year's award goes to a kid that a lot of y'all know about, and I always hear good things about him. I know his family, grandparents. It hurts me to say this, grew up with his parents, so we getting on up there. So, but no other than Bryson Elston Jr.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, next on the agenda, we have the Brandon Burlsworth Award. For you guys that don't know, he was a great lineman, played for the Hogs. This is a character award. He was a walk-on. I'm going to let Coach Austin elaborate. Usually we like to let the lineman present this. As you can tell, he's the lineman type, so he's going to step up here, give you a little rundown on what it's all about, and then tell you who our award winner is. Come on down.
The Burlsworth Award is not a performance award, it's a character award. And the award honors a player who may or may not be a top athletic performer, but who represents the ideals and values that Brandon Burlsworth had. To give 100% on the field and stand as a moral example to his team. We hope that the award encourages the honoree to continue his path of excellence and inspires others to follow his lead. This player has been a part of our program for the last 2 years, and he's been a joy to coach every single day. His excitement every time he got to touch the field on Friday night was contagious to his coaches and teammates. We loved calling his number for him to run out there. He exhibited pure joy running on and off the field. On the first day of off-season after his senior year ended, he was dressed out, chest on the line, and ready for his push-ups. LeBryant Brown, you're a great example of character in our program. Please come accept this award.
Good evening. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't have a teacher voice. The Coach Mack Award is given in honor of Coach Layden McQuarrie, a former teacher and head basketball coach here at Newport High School. It recognizes a current student athlete at Newport High who is a person of high moral character who also exhibits academic achievement, who conducts himself or herself in a selfless manner by demonstrating caring for teammates and fellow students, who embraces community, campus, and athletic leadership, who competes with passion and sportsmanship, and who exemplifies loyalty and enthusiasm. The recipient of this award is someone who makes the people around him or her better on and off the court, just as Coach Mack did. Per the recipient's coach, this athlete was an exceptional leader for our team this year. On and off the court, this athlete is reliable, dependable, responsible, and definitely believes in accountability. Being the lone senior being the lone senior of the senior high team this year, this athlete was faced with new challenges, having to rise to the top in multiple ways, and doing just that. Always at practice, always working to get better. Even in times of frustration, continuing to show up and do the right things, and was a motivator for me too at times as the coach. I am thankful that I got to be a part of this athlete's senior year, and I am looking forward to great things in the years to come. It is my pleasure to present this year's Coach Mack Award to none other than Leela Henderson in her absence.
They've seen enough of me. We'll keep it up here and get it to her. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, on to the Justin Brown Award. I'm going to go ahead and present that one. I got to contact the family and let them pick this person out every year. It's a bittersweet phone call. You guys don't know, Justin passed away in his prime. I got to play ball with Justin. I believe you got to play with him a couple years too, didn't you? He was we called him a football straight-up killer. He went and started for the Razorbacks, I believe, as a true freshman. And like a lot of these other awards, we'll get to Charles Ballantyne and whatnot. It's a high-character human being, always smiling, always happy. Every day was a joy to be around him. He was a student athlete. He wasn't just an athlete. He was going to make his grades in the classroom. He was involved in all kinds of other extracurriculars, many multi-sports. I know he played basketball, track. I remember him playing baseball when he was little, so very, very involved. We lost him way too young. A lot of people may not know this. If you football gurus probably do. He was slated by Mel Kiper as a second-round draft pick in back the year he ended up passing away. So probably would have been the biggest deal that ever came out of Newport, Arkansas, and unfortunately we lost him a little early. His spirit still lives on here. His daughter teaches here, and we're proud to give this award every year. But I just want to give a little background and understand that this one's a little personal to me because I got to knock heads with him a few times, and I didn't win any of the battles by no means. All right, this award this year is going to go to senior. I'm getting tired of calling his name, but I bet him and his mom and daddy aren't. B.J. Elston, come on down. This one also comes with a little bit of scholarship money right there. This one really much appreciated. He got a little more excited about that award than the rest of them, didn't he? Coach Reynolds, I believe, just like I told all this about Justin Brown, he got to grow up with Roy Thomas. I'm going to let him say a few words and present this one.
I've always thought this was pretty neat. I've never told anybody about this, but I thought I'd share it tonight. It was back in 1977 when the call came down from Castleberry Elementary School to Miss Guthrie's class. And I still remember. I remember it coming over the speaker that they needed 2 students to come down and meet the new principal. And it says another school year. They were new on the job on both sides of the counter at Castleberry Elementary School when Principal Bubba Parnell greeted the first graders during the first day of school on Friday, getting instructions from the new principal as they enter the world of education were Felicia Carter and Benny Reynolds. Parnell moves into the administration post from position of Newport High School, one of the head basketball coaches. Now this right here is when we didn't realize how close me and Roy were. And I didn't meet Roy till 2 days at 9th grade. But Roy and I were really close. Because at the same time, there was a reporter at Beataville Elementary School interviewing 4 first graders. And it says, what do you think is the most important thing you'll learn in school? And Roy Thomas was the very first one. And he said, reading is the most important, especially arithmetic reading. So I can honestly say Roy and I have been together for a long time, but we didn't actually meet until we were in the 9th grade. And I still remember him coming across because we finished the first week, and Coach McKee was our head coach. And I remember warming up out there at the track, and seeing this big guy coming across the junior high. And I'm going, I hope we don't have to play the senior high today. And it was Roy. Roy had practiced with the senior high for a solid week, and they didn't know it until Coach Kitty said, son, what grade you in? He said, I'm in the 9th grade. He said, man, you got to go. And Coach McKee was like this. Roy, guys, he was awesome. His personality was bigger than life. His hobbies, he loved hunting and he loved to ride horses. He had a lot of friends. I don't know of one enemy. His grades were important. He was an honor student. He was all conference in football, all state, outstanding lineman. He got a scholarship to play football for UCA, where he did play for the Bears. He also ran track. He was he was an awesome guy. He really was. Very kind and very friendly. The young man receiving this award tonight was just like him. This young man, to me, having his mother and his dad in school, he's just like his dad. He has a great heart. He carries himself with a high standard. He looks like his dad. He plays like his dad. He treats people like his dad does. His dad is without a doubt a man of character. This young man is in our Man of Character program. Watching him treat his little brother, that's not his little brother, that's not his blood, but I said, I want you to take care of him, and I want you to be his big brother, and you guide him, and you show him what you should be doing in school. And he did that. He literally did that. And watching his little sister, Brianna, get on my bus every morning, and when the mom and dad is not there, he stands in the gap, and he holds his little sister, gives her a hug as she gets on the bus to make sure that she's safely on the bus. He is, when you watch him in the halls, you can watch him play football, and everybody's watching. But what happens when nobody's watching? What happens when he's in the halls? What happens when he's in the classroom? What happens when he's in the cafeteria with his peers? His integrity, guys, is of the finest. His character is a testament of how this young man is raised. He has gained the respect of his teammates and the coaching staff. The Roy Thomas Memorial Scholarship goes to B.J. Elston.
Next up, the Charles Ballantyne Award. Coach McKee, I'm going to let him present this one. He knows a whole lot about this man than I do, and I'm going to let him have it.
Yeah, Audra will actually present the award, but Lauren called me and said, would you say something about Charles this day? We lost Charles this year, and so she thought it'd be appropriate that we speak about Charles. And she said, you've got 30 minutes. Or maybe that was 3 minutes. Anyway, I've listened to all these awards that are given out to all these, remembering all these people. And I got to coach every single one of them. I had the privilege and the honor, and I have stories I could tell you on each of them. Some of them they probably wouldn't even have wanted me to tell. But here today, I'm going to talk about Charles. And when I thought about this, I said, 75% of the people in this room weren't alive when Charles played here. And they may have heard stories and stuff. If you've heard stories about his greatness, they were all true. Charles was an outstanding basketball player. But there's something else about Charles. He was even a better individual. You know, when you talk about players that accomplish a lot, when Charles was a senior, you could take his points and know what we scored just by looking at his points. Because if he scored 35 points, we scored 70. If he scored 25, we scored 50. He always had at least half our points. But he wasn't a flashy player. He was one of those who would grab a rebound, put it back in, and you'd think, well, he scored about 20 points. No, he had 35 points and 20 rebounds. It's just he wasn't flashy. But that's the way Charles was as a person. You know, a lot of times when an athlete is great, there's a lot of people that resent that, even fellow players, because they're getting all the publicity. But Charles was the kind of individual where every player that played with him loved him and respected him. And the reason is because Charles loved everybody he was around and he respected them. Even people that didn't like sports, like Charles Ballantyne. If you want to know the value of Charles, he cared about everyone. He was good and kind to everyone. It didn't matter if you were the richest person in town or the poorest person in town, Charles was your friend. And so the winner of this award will be receiving an award that is represented by someone who was great and yet very humble. You know, Charles hit the winning basket for the Arkansas Razorbacks that beat Michael Jordan in North Carolina. North Carolina was the #1 team in the nation, and Charles hit the shot that beat them. Now, North Carolina turned around and won the national championship, but Charles beat them. And Charles never would brag about that. As a matter of fact, he told me sometimes he worked with people for a year or two, and then they would say, "Are you the Charles Ballantyne that beat North Carolina?" He would say, "Yeah." And they said, "Why didn't you say that? Why didn't you tell me that?" That was who Charles was. He never bragged on himself, but he was one of the greatest people that you would ever meet. He was a friend to everybody, and everybody was his friend. So the winner of this award is receiving an award that represents humbleness, kindness, and love. And Audra, would you come and present this?
I'm honored to be here to help present the Charles Ballantyne Award. This year's recipient is the definition of a team player. Their character shines through in multiple sports. This athlete understands the importance of the team and values the members of the team by attending practices, being punctual, completing the job that's asked of them even when it's out of their comfort zone. They're very humble. They're never looking for praise. I once received a phone call from this athlete's parent, and they asked me, they were really hesitant, but they asked me if the athlete could leave just a few minutes early because their brother, the athlete's brother, was going to be playing in his last junior high game, and she didn't want her to miss it. And of course, I said, yes, it's not going to be a problem. But that's the thing about the athlete. She never asked me. She wasn't going to ask me. Her mom even said she'll kill me if you tell her. It says a lot about this athlete. She definitely always put the team first, and she was willing to miss that game just to come to a practice. And that is just something to say about this athlete. She has lots of character about her, and she's going to do great things. She is the true definition of a team player, and I feel very blessed that I got to coach this young lady. I'm honored to present this year's Charles Ballantyne Award to Keely Henderson. And when I was losing my mind earlier and breaking down, I forgot to say this part. I skipped it. Keely was also selected as our all-star cheerleader nominee, and she will be representing Newport High School when they're cheering on Bryson Elston in the game. So congratulations and go Hounds.
I don't know if they mentioned or not, but this is a bench that the family has donated. They're going to put this in the field house right here. So thank you for that. I believe the family's over this way. We appreciate that. All right, we're almost there. Y'all bear with me. All right, this is a new award, the Greatest Greyhound Female and Male Award. So it's just an overall award that the Booster Club has sponsored, and they wanted to recognize. They've given me a description of it. I'm going to read it to you real quick, and then we'll get on to the winners on this one. The first year for this award, but it has been established with hopes of carrying on a tradition of recognizing outstanding students who embody the true essence of integrity, loyalty, and school spirit. The Greatest Greyhounds have a devotion to their team and school that is unparalleled, and they always put collective success above personal glory. These students are a source of inspiration and motivation for their teammates, fellow students, and fans. Their school spirit is infectious, fostering a sense of unity and camaraderie among all Greyhounds. The Greatest Greyhound embraces and embodies the values and traditions that make Newport High School so special. It is my pleasure to present these awards. So you can tell I did not write that. It's very well written by the Booster Club. The outstanding, you're going to figure out real fast who's won this one. I get to give them the details. First, we'll go with the ladies. Ladies first. Outstanding young woman has a long list of amazing athletic accomplishments. She was all-conference, all-state in her freshman, sophomore, and junior years. She was the state championship game pitcher for both years. Her team won the 2A state title and was also voted the championship game MVP. She was awarded Newcomer of the Year her freshman year and one of Max Prep's outstanding players in Arkansas after her sophomore year. She was also named the best under the sun her freshman, sophomore, and junior years. In addition to her main sport, she has played high school basketball and last year decided to step out of her comfort zone and try out for cheerleader. She made the team, picked up the sport quickly, and did anything that was asked of her and had a great year. This young lady also excels academically, maintains excellent grades, and is a member of the National Honor Society. She has put in countless hours of practice and spent an innumerable amount of time physically and mentally conditioning herself for success. Her hard work and dedication is a shining example of her passionate devotion to her sport and her team. This young lady is a fierce competitor, great leader on the diamond. In the words of Coach Curtis, McKaylee has the ability to put a team on her shoulders and carry them. She works so hard even when no one is watching. She's a winner in softball and a winner in life. There isn't an ounce of quit or give up in her body, and we know that she will carry it. The great spirit achieved great things at the collegiate softball level. Please join me in congratulating 2024 Female Greatest Greyhound, McKaylee Gist. All right, we have the greatest, the male. They have written a script for me on this. I may get a little bit off because I know this one a little bit better, but I'll start off and get some of those accomplishments that I might not even known about. All right, this recipient of the greatest Greyhound male has a 4.0 GPA, National Honor Society, will graduate top 10 in his class. His athletic talents have shown in basketball, track. I'm sorry, we got a little off track on that one there. Oh, no, he does do esports. Yes, correct. Esports, obviously, football is his bread and butter. This young man moved up to play the high school level when he was a ninth grader and has started a middle linebacker sophomore through senior years. He was all-conference twice. He was all-state. Many accomplishments and many awards he has achieved tonight. He was the number one leading tackler on the team the last 2 years in a row. He also was the recipient of the Bill Keaty Memorial Scholarship. Hard work is what he embodies. As much as I hate to keep bragging on one person over and over again, but our recipient on this one is Bryson Elston. And he deserves every bit of it. Last one for him and McKaylee, I promise. McKaylee and BJ are done. This is the last award of the night. We do not want to, last but not least for sure. This is the Newport Greyhound #1 Fan Award, and it is actually a hard award every year when we get to discussing it to pick somebody because we have so many people in the community that are extremely dedicated, put a lot of time and efforts into the program, in our community, into all our athletics, and into everything that we do. This is going to be a couple that has been running our Pee Wee program for some time now, and they have done an outstanding job doing it exactly right. They care about the numbers. They care about the kids. They have our coaches ready. They have the games run perfectly. You could look up at a basketball game maybe on a Tuesday night in Salem, and they may be sitting in the crowd watching that, or at a baseball game, and certainly at the football games. They are everywhere. And our number one fan award goes to Kelly and Paul McKinney. Thank you for All right, and that will conclude our awards. I can tell by Coach Miller's, a little bit of energy popped out there. He knew it was about done. All right, reading of Love the Game.
Love the game. Love the game for the pure joy of accomplishments. Love the game for everything it can teach you about yourself. Love the game for the feeling of belonging to a group, endeavoring to do its best. Love the game for the challenge of working harder than you have ever at something, and then harder than that. Love the game because at its best, the game tradition will include your contribution. Love the game because you belong to a long line of fine athletes who loved it. It's now your legacy. Love the game so much that you will pass your love to the game to another athlete who has your dedication, work, challenges, trumpets, and then that athlete will, because of you, love the game.
Thank you again for coming out. We cannot walk out this door without thanking Jenna, Tara, Lauren, Amy, Julie, all the Booster Club. They put in a crazy amount of time. I like to use that word crazy amount of time on this. Thank you for everyone coming, and hope to see you next year. Go Hounds!